Professor Zilthrak adjusted his translation matrix for the third time that morning, the crystalline device humming with the strain of converting his thoughts into comprehensible galactic standard. Around the linguistics department of the prestigious Xerian Academy, similar devices buzzed and whirred as faculty members struggled with the eternal challenge of interspecies communication. The motion before the academic council is clear, Zilthrak announced to the assembled department heads. Given the catastrophic failure rate of our advanced linguistics program, we must formally declare that true mastery of multiple galactic languages is biologically impossible for any single species. The statistics were damning. In the Academy's 3,000-year history, only 12 students had ever achieved functional fluency in more than 3 galactic languages. The cognitive demands were simply too extreme. Different vocal apparatus, incompatible neural pathways, conflicting grammatical structures that often contradicted each other at fundamental levels. The Krillian hive mind can process 7 languages simultaneously, noted Dr. Vexera, her tentacles writhing in frustration, but they require 17 individual consciousness nodes. The Altarian crystal singers can produce the tonal complexities of vegan harmonic speech, but their rigid thought matrices cannot adapt to the fluid concepts of Centaurian emotional grammar. Precisely, Zilthrak replied. Each species has evolved linguistic capabilities suited to their specific cognitive architecture. Expecting any individual to transcend these biological limitations is illogical. That's when a human walked in. "Sorry I'm late," said Maya Patel, a recently arrived exchange student from Earth. "I got lost trying to find the right building. This place is massive." She had spoken in perfect galactic standard, but something about her accent made several faculty members look up from their translation devices with enters. "Ms. Patel," Professor Zilthrak addressed her through his translator, "we were just discussing the impossibility of multilingual mastery. Perhaps you could share your perspective on—" "Oh, you mean like learning multiple alien languages?" Maya interrupted, then switched seamlessly to crystalline Rigelian. "I've been practicing with some of the students in my dorm." The room fell silent. Maya had just spoken Rigelian, a language requiring specific vocal cord modifications that took most species months to develop. "Ow!" Dr. Vexera's translator struggled with her rapid, nervous speech patterns. "How long have you been studying Rigelian?" "Since Tuesday," Maya replied, now speaking in the harmonic tones of vegan song speech, "though I'm still working on the emotional undertones. Cree-TH in my advanced physics class has been helping me with the technical vocabulary." Professor Zilthrak's translation matrix began emitting warning beeps. "Ms. Patel, could you perhaps slow down your linguistic switching? Our equipment is having difficulty." Maya nodded and continued in the clicking consonants of Krillian hive speak. "Sorry, I know it's confusing. I just find it easier to practice by jumping between languages. Helps me notice the patterns." Patterns. The collective outburst came from every faculty member simultaneously, their various translators creating a cacophony of electronic screeching. By the end of the week, Maya Patel had become the most studied individual in the Academy's history. Cognitive scientists, neurologists, and linguists from across the galaxy descended on Xerian to observe the human who was casually destroying 3 millennia of established linguistic theory. "Explain to us again," pleaded Dr. Cothran, the Academy's leading expert on xenolinguistics, "how you acquired functional fluency in 5 galactic languages in 7 standard rotations." Maya shrugged, a gesture that had become famous throughout the Academy. "I listen to people talking, ask lots of questions, and practice a lot. Human children do this all the time back home. Most of us speak 2 or 3 languages by the time we're adults. But the cognitive barriers," Dr. Vexera insisted, "the neural pathway conflicts, the grammatical incompatibilities." "Oh, those," Maya nodded thoughtfully, now speaking in the telepathic concept bursts of Centaurian emotion grammar. "Yeah, they're tricky at first, but human brains are really good at pattern recognition and adaptation. We had to learn dozens of different languages just on our own planet." Professor Zilthrak stared at his translation device, which had finally given up entirely and was displaying the message. "Error. Linguistic impossibility detected. Ms. Patel, he said slowly, what is your theoretical framework for multilingual acquisition? Maya tilted her head, considering the question. Theoretical framework? I just talk to people. Language is for communication, right? So I communicate. The faculty members exchanged bewildered looks. Here was a species that treated the galaxy's most challenging intellectual pursuit as a casual social activity. Perhaps, Dr. Vexerith suggested quietly, we need to revise our academic standards. Or, Maya added cheerfully, I could teach a workshop next week. I bet other species could do this too once they stop thinking it's impossible. The Alien Academy's linguistics department never recovered from that week. Their carefully constructed theories about species-specific language limitations crumbled before a human who simply refused to acknowledge that something was impossible. Sometimes the greatest discoveries came not from advanced theory, but from someone who just wanted to chat with their classmates.